Hello, everyone. A buddy of mine reached out to me and asked me about my well setup. His parents, about 5 years back, got a well dug, and the well company installed the well and the plumbing and the pump and all that stuff. And it cost them around $16,000, right? The difference between doing that and doing the well and just having someone dig the well and doing everything else yourself is substantially cost effective. Now, I built this rickety little shack. I guess it's not my best work. Yeah, the slope on the roof ain't that much, but I didn't really need much of a slope because there ain't much snow in Oklahoma. When we do get snow, it melts off pretty quick. And I used old siding that I ripped off another old shack that I kind of need to adhere a little bit better because it looks like it's on the mark a little bit there, but I'll fix that later. And the problem is his well blew up on him. Now what they did was they used all PVC to connect the pressure switch, the pressure pump to the well and the electrical line. Now, that is the wrong way to do it. And I've seen plumbers just use straight PVC, and I've seen well people use straight PVC. Why? Because it's cheap. It's cost effective for them. But this is my well setup. And I use this poly pipe. This poly pipe goes all the way down 100 feet to the well pump. And the well pump has its own check valve, right? That check valve is the first thing that goes out on that well pump. So, to make sure I don't ever have to freaking worry about that check valve going out down this PVC poly pipe, I put another check valve right here. That is a check valve. Now, what that does is that keeps your lines pressured up, because you notice it's right before the pressure gauge and the pressure switch. And that keeps your lines pressured. Even if the check valve in the pump goes out, you'll still have pressure in the lines, and you won't even notice the check valve in the well pump actually go out. Now that will be rougher on your well pump, but overall, it's a smart move to do if your well pump check valve goes out and you don't want to fix it in the thick of winter. Now, my pressure is set about 32 psi. Now that's during winter. This goes up naturally to about 40 psi in the summer, and 40 psi is all I want because my dad runs off this well now, and his lines in his house are relatively old. And we got this well tee, which is not PVC, and it goes to the pressure tank. And also there's another line that goes outside to a faucet, to the pressure switch, pressure gauge, and to the main line to my house and to my father's house. I got a cutoff valve right there, and I cheaped out, or I didn't really cheap out, but I got lazy and just put one of those SharkBite push valves in there. That will last about 10 years before I have to replace it. So this is about 4 years old so far, and it's doing pretty good. And it goes to PEX, and it goes outside, and it goes to my house and my parents' house. We got the little electrical line thing, and all that is, it has a reason you need that. It has a built-in capacitor in it. So whenever and it has a somewhat of a surge protection on it. So whenever the power fluctuates or goes out, that'll protect your well pump. And then you have the electrical line, which my electrical box is a little low to the ground, but I don't care because I used all the electrical line I had at that time, and I didn't want to splice it just to move it up 2 feet. And then we got a plug and a switch and a light bulb, and put a plug in there to keep a space heater in there and to just keep everything nice and warm during the single digit winters, which this year we had a couple single digit nights, and everything is insulated just fine. And I put this thin plywood everywhere. And I took out my cabinets that were in my kitchen, because I hated those cabinets, and put them in here for extra storage space in my well. All right.